Welcome back to Saturdays at Derek's.
I'm Derek.
I'm not.
Weird role reversal. Well, let's talk about some of the Marvel stuff that's been going on. There are rumors, and let's be very specific, they are rumors that Fantastic Four and Marvel, or
Fox and
Marvel are talking about Fantastic Four.
Yes. Well, what it sounds like, and I don't think there's been any announcements yet, and it's really only rumor, but it sounds like Fox is trading off the rights to Fantastic Four back to Marvel in order to get the ability to make X-Men TV shows.
The only thing I've heard so far is that both parties are denying that there's been any talks.
Right, but we also heard denials of no, Spider-Man's, not gonna be a thing between Sony and Marvel. That shit ain't gonna happen. I think it's probably just too early in the talks right now for anybody to really say anything definitive, just because the other group might back out. I mean, it's like being on a first date and, showing a girl your dick.
Yeah, don't do that.
No matter how much you insist that it was just the tip, you still did it.
My preference is this. Fox actually keeps the rights to Fantastic Four. I have no problem with other studios having the rights to Fantastic Four. My only wish is that this had happened after they see how well Spider-Man does or doesn't do.
Yeah.
Because I think that's going to be a huge litmus test as to whether or not studios can work together to create decent films and be able to share characters and stuff.
Yeah. Pop back and forth. See, the other thing that kind of lends a little bit of strength to this rumor is the fact that Marvel has secured release slots in 2020 for 3 different movies, but they haven't named any of them.
Yeah, I think those are most likely going to be sequels to movies that they've already got coming out, though. We got
maybe,
a lot of stuff,
but they've
Captain
been shuffling
Marvel.
shit around and cramming movies in, because it's generally been 2 movies a year, but now they're sort of cramming shit together, like they're trying to make room
now
for more stuff, and it's possible that they're gonna shoehorn, and again, possible, not necessarily true, but it's possible that they're gonna shoehorn Fantastic Four into there and expand the MCU out a little bit more, which I'd be fine with. I don't hate Fantastic Four. I've never been super excited about them, but the way Marvel works, they've been doing a really good job of taking less popular franchises and making them a big deal. Iron Man wasn't shit until Robert Downey Jr. stepped into that fucking role.
Yeah.
I
just don't think Fox has figured out how to do movies super well yet.
Well, that's fine, and let Fox fumble around. We're talking about fully getting back Fantastic Four from Fox. If this is true, Fox can't fuck it up anymore. And they could do a good job, because they are good characters. It is a good franchise. It does have a warm spot nestled in the heart of a lot of fucking people. Mm-hmm. And I think Disney has definitely proven that they can get the fucking job done when it comes to making a comic franchise work on the big screen. That's me. I'd like to see it.
I think Fox already has the TV rights for the X-Men and Fantastic Four. I think they went with the movie rights. So I could be wrong.
Well, the stuff I have read, it sounds like they were... I kind of get the impression that Fox owns the movie rights, and they probably got a lot of cartoon TV stuff, but I think they want to do live action TV, and that may not be part of what they bought from Marvel in the 90s.
Yeah.
I could also be wrong, but that's kind of the impression that I get.
I would still like to see Marvel have a little bit tighter rein on the movie universe as far as their characters go, their comic book characters go. And I'd like to see things, like we've already talked about a reboot of X-Men, and I think we're gonna see that coming.
Yeah.
Because they said this is the final movie of the X-Men second trilogy, and I think that kind of signifies that they're looking at going a different direction going forward.
Mm.
So I'm thinking we're gonna see an X-Men reboot after Hugh Jackman's Wolverine 3. I think the next thing we see from X-Men is going to be a full reboot, which I think would be great. I think if they actually stopped the direction that they're going now and redid things, they could get things a little bit closer to the actual Marvel Universe and not have this continuity, all these continuity errors.
Right. But anyway, so again, rumor. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. But I don't think it's a bad thing that they have Fantastic Four. I would just like to see Marvel have more control and more communication as to how they want that to go. And I'd like to see if Spider-Man does well. I would like to see if they could work out a collaboration between the two companies to kind of mimic that. And maybe then we can see Fox actually have a more tightly contained. I just think that Fox has too big of heads, and I think it's going to create issues. But as far as TV goes, and it's loosely TV because it's Netflix.
Yes. The other rumor this week concerning that is the possibility of them doing a Moon Knight TV show, which should be cool. I feel like Moon Knight is, one of those really underappreciated properties from Marvel.
Yeah.
It's a good concept. It's a cool character, and Netflix tends to do a really good job of just about anything they get their hands on.
And with them opening the mysticism doors, that's going to help.
Yeah.
Open up the door for things like Moon Knight.
Right.
Ghost Rider, although I can't see them doing a Ghost Rider TV show.
That could get expensive effects wise.
I could see them doing like a short cameos of Ghost Rider popping up in some of the other TV shows where they don't have to devote all that money.
Right. Because, one of the upsides to the stuff they've been doing so far is that it's a pretty low effects budget. Daredevil, there's not a whole lot of effects stuff going on. Jessica Jones, not a whole lot of effects stuff going on. Same thing with Power Man. Iron Fist, depending on what they do with his kung fu magic shit, might be a little more spendy effects wise, but still, a lot of what Netflix is getting into is, street level superhero and not the big explosions and energy beams and shit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think Moon Knight's going to be a good fit. He's definitely an interesting character. There's just a super awesome character design.
Mm-hmm. Visually he looks really cool.
It'll be interesting to see. I think that'll take some special effects because you're gonna get like the costume flapping a little bit more.
Yeah.
We were talking another cool character that they could do for Marvel Knights or duo of characters would be Moon Knight and Cloak and Dagger.
Yes.
Would have been really cool too.
Yes, because again, kind of hits that lower level of superheroes, but but a little more effects because she's got the light daggers and he's got that teleporty cloak thing.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of that stuff also could be easily done. It's cheaper.
No, we could do that with the
effects,
computer.
Yeah. So, what other street level characters would be cool?
Well, we know they're bringing in Punisher, which I really...
Well, yeah, that was... After we saw Daredevil, that was one of the first things we said was like, God, please give us Punisher.
Oh, I did see a thing earlier this week on Facebook that it's possible that we've already seen the Punisher in the MCU.
Oh?
You remember in Winter Soldier when the Hydra guys were trying to kill Nick Fury and that Penske Cube truck came out and slammed into the pursuit vehicles?
Okay, yeah.
They're saying that it's possible that Castle was driving that van because it showed up again later in the movie and conveniently spoiled the bad guys out of nowhere. And there's a long, deep history between Nick Fury and Frank Castle, so it's possible that Punisher has already been involved in Marvel storylines. We just haven't seen his face yet. And they have already said that the guy that played Shane on Walking Dead is going to be the Punisher.
Yeah.
In the Netflix shows.
Yep.
So
no, that's been confirmed for a while. I mean, there's pictures of him shooting and everything.
So right, but I'm just really excited about it.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't talk about that in an earlier show when it was announced.
Yeah, who knows? Stuff comes up, and then we're getting old, so there's a tendency to forget things in the moment.
But yeah, I mean, that's the Netflix stuff is looking really cool. I'm really looking forward to all the Netflix stuff coming up and all the future movie stuff coming up. So
all right, that's it for segment 1. We get the fuck out of here.
See you
in part 2.